Everybody, welcome back. I don't know if it's day 6 or day 7, but we've been pretty consistent now. Calories been staying under 2,500. But definitely feel a lot lighter, and it's becoming much easier. Like I said, that 3rd or 4th day, as long as you're consistent, it's pretty good. I feel like I haven't been on video without my glasses on in quite some time. Here's my face. But I want to do a beach thing today, but I guess we're going to do that in the morning because it's hard to keep a schedule with the 7-month-old, to be honest. It's possible, but it's hard to keep one. And when he's ready to go, because it takes about 25 minutes, even though it's only 10 miles, to get to the beach. The fact is, it'd be dark by the time we got there. So I'm just going to go walk the neighborhood a little bit and talk about going and getting out there. Because that's the most important thing. You know, consistency in the diet is one thing, but just focusing on diet itself just sucks, you know? You gotta get out there. It's important. And it doesn't have to be a beach. It doesn't have to be, like I said, hiking. But as long as you're getting out there, that's the important thing. Because it's part of the building habits, healthy habits, is making sure that you're not just staying in the house, staying on the couch, looking at TV, looking at your phone, you know? Get out there. If you have a dog, take him for a walk. You know, they'll love it. He loves it. Logan, do you like it? Logan? But honestly, it's one of the hardest things that you can do, especially if you're dieting too hard, right? If you're too deep into a calorie deficit and you feel like you don't have any energy, you feel like, what's the point of me going out? Because I feel like if I go out, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna have the energy to do anything. I'm gonna be miserable the whole time. Number one, if you've been in a deficit for, say, 5, 6, 7 days at this point, 7 days, I think that's what it is. Your body's burning its reserves right now. You know, it's actually tapping into your fat. Not as good as it will be at one point as your body learns how to tap into its visceral fat and actually burn that for energy. And that does take time. That takes adaptation. But it does come. And you are burning fat right now, whether you know it or not. So just get out there and walk, you know, walk with us. Join us. Though I will say it's definitely much easier if you're down in Florida. Because I know if we were back in Ohio, I think it's like 18 degrees there right now. Because we are up by the lakes. And what a blessing it is to be down here. That's for the sure. Although, quickly going broke. But that also, a difficulty comes in with that as well. Because, you know, you want to enjoy all the food that's here, you know. So you have to make the healthy choices. So Chipotle today, not exactly healthy, but portion control, baby. You know, only ate half of it. And if you're a guy my size, you could destroy an entire Chipotle burrito bowl by yourself. But I've only eaten once today, and I'm not even hungry. But I've been hammering down some water. And that's a great thing to do. But you have to kind of be careful. Simply because it can actually stretch your stomach out. You know, if you just hammer water down again and again and again, you know, sip water all day, that's fine. But I still got a bit of a military mindset when it comes to that. And when it comes time for me to drink, I'll drink 32 ounces at once, right? 2 16-ounce bottles, bam, bam, hammer them down. But regardless, like when you do go out and walk, commit yourself to that, right? Don't look at your phone and scroll on TikTok while you're out walking. Breathe it in. Look at the trees if you still have leaves, you know, palm trees. Think about what you have going on in the future. Make plans. I think going out and walking and really kind of freeing yourself, freeing your mind up from all the things that usually distract you is a great time and opportunity to kind of sort your life out, you know, to think on things that you don't typically have time to do. It allows you that opportunity. So take advantage of it. But the walking is definitely improving. We started, honestly, walk about 2 miles and pretty tired at that point, which is really sad because when me and my wife lived in Greece, we were walking about 10 to 12 miles a day, not on purpose, just out living life. In here, because it's so easy not to walk, you know, you can walk out your door, get in your car, it's 20 feet, go wherever you're going to go. It's another 20 feet to get into the entrance and then back. It'd be like 160 feet. It's easy to take less than 500 steps a day in America, which I know to a lot of my international viewers, if you're over on this channel, that's got to be wild to you. Because I know if you live in Europe, you walk. You know, if you live in, well, not necessarily, it depends what part of Asia, right? I know a lot of people in the Philippines who don't walk that much, but because it's so unrelentingly hot there. But trying to get the wife out more to do it. The dog, like I said, he loves it. He lives for it. And when we were in Greece, this is what we did. You know, when the sun came up, we'd go and we'd make videos. Always make our videos in the morning. Now, I like to do that now, but like I said, the hours with the baby, it's quite difficult to predict because sometimes he wakes up at 5, sometimes he wakes up at 8. But it's been about 7 days of consistency now. So I think it's time to transition to the gym. I love to dive into weights, but I carry quite a few injuries from the military and they make it a bit difficult. I like to go to like a serious gym, but I'm not a serious lifter anymore. So Planet Fitness it is, which I'm fine with that. Planet Fitness is fine. They have massage chairs, hydro tables, all that kind of stuff. And it can be pretty chill. But the one back in Ohio, the big bowl of Tootsie Rolls out front. I love Tootsie Rolls. Like I said, I'm a sweets guy, so, you know, you're not working with me there. But that's also going to allow us to get away. And now, when we left Ohio, I was about 312. So hopefully after this week, we're below that. I like to be 304, 305. I don't know. It's still early. I drop weight pretty fast. And the first week, honestly, you can lose a lot. But I know that once I start lifting, I'll gain about 10 pounds in a week because of the water weight. I'll start retaining. So I'll count it as a victory. And then, like I said, it's a marathon, you know, not a sprint. And the fact is I feel better. And that's the most important thing, is I feel better, right? I'm not getting caught up in the number in the scale. And that's one of the reasons I haven't weighed myself yet. Because I am someone who fixates on the scale, on the numbers. So I'm trying to keep that in mind because it'll get in my head. So if you're somebody who that gets in your head and it doesn't motivate you, I recommend just not doing it. Maybe once a week or just not. Like I said, if you're feeling good, if you're feeling better, if you're feeling lighter, go by how your clothes fit. But also it's important. As long as you're keeping to your calorie count, all this is pretty easy in the end. Like I said, it just takes consistency and patience. A lot of patience. But that's why we're here together, right? That's why we have the support on this channel. And I'm going to slow down on the other channel because we have some new tech and I need to learn how to use it because I'm tired of doing vehicle or office videos. I want to get back out there, right? That's how this video began, me out there talking, observing. I want to get back out to doing that. So that's what we're going to do. Wife's going to hate it, but it's a business, baby. It's a business. And we got to keep bringing the heat for you guys. So tell us where you're at in your diet right now. I know a lot of you guys are either done and you made it, or you gained some weight. And just keep us posted. Let us know what your diet is. I know some of you have been talking about whole food plant-based. That's pretty good. I was actually a vegan for like a year. My mom's been a vegan for about a decade now. And I like vegan food. I do. I think this idea that, you know, you need 1 gram of protein per pound is ludicrous. Because I used to believe that. And back when I was competing, I'd eat an entire rotisserie chicken for lunch and just take scoops of protein powder all day, probably getting about 300 grams of protein. And who knows what kind of untold damage that's done to my kidneys over the years, but we're still up and kicking, baby. So I don't know, let us know what you think. If your first time here, hey, like and subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the challenge, 100 days, 300 pounds to hopefully just healthy. That's what we're going for. We don't have a number. We're just going to keep going until I feel good, until I feel like I look good. And, you know, down to a suitable weight where my doctor's not going to scream at me and try to get me on pills. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, and have a good one.